Hi there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Amina. In this video, I will be showing you a Kundalini Kriya to release fear. For me, fear manifests itself in my speech and in the way I articulate things. Also trapped within my body as tension within my feet and my legs. For many of you, fears can be very different and the way it manifests could also vary, and the way it manifests and the way it takes control over your being, over your body, it's quite devastating. So congratulations. I'm very proud that you are here taking control of your fears and taking steps to eliminate your fears. I know for me it's very devastating. It's very traumatic, actually. I'm terrified to speak. I'm terrified to present, and until recently I had no idea it was affecting me this much. In fact, one of my YouTubers reached out to me and mentioned how he really enjoyed my content, but couldn't necessarily follow completely because I wasn't articulating it in a way that resonated with his higher self, and that's really unfortunate. Unfortunate that I was doing that, and I take full responsibility of that, and I take responsibility of presenting in such a way with tremendous amount of fear, because this is Kundalini yoga is something that's completely life-changing and something so beautiful, and it's a shame that my fear is stepping in the way of that. So I'm very thankful that he mentioned that to me, because it brought it out of my unconscious mind, and so now I can actually work on it. And the thing is, I have been avoiding it my entire life, and that's how traumatizing it is for me. So here is what I realized from this criticism that I received from one of my YouTubers. I'm grateful for you. Thank you so much, and because of you, I'm going to transform into the better version of myself. So thank you. I just wanted to say that before disclosing and going into about this revelation of my fears. So when I was a child in grade school, I was given this project to create and construct a Native American place of living. I was really excited about this project, and the instructions were you do it yourself and create what you think is fitting. So I went ahead and I spent hours creating this model out of cardboard boxes, and I glued it together, and I was very proud of it. I felt so proud that I did this, that I accomplished it, and I finished it. Next day I went to go and turn it in, and one of my classmates, he came in with this elaborate, incredible, architecturally masterpiece of design to turn in as his project. And I remember that was the first time that I had compared myself. That was the first time that I compared myself, and I placed my self-worth, my value into a project and compared it to somebody else. And this moment, I mean, I did great. It was a great project, and I ended up getting an A on it, but still, I remember walking home from school that day, and I remember feeling really crappy about myself, and it was just such a shame, because for 1 minute I was completely proud of the project that I had created, and then suddenly this project didn't reflect my worth. It didn't reflect my self-worth. In fact, that was the first time I experienced that, and I never really talked about it, and I never really expressed those emotions. So I internalized it, and my entire life I kept it. I kept from expressing it. And the thing is, and I don't want it to sound like I'm blaming my issues on somebody else, which is totally not. It was my responsibility. It's just that I was, I didn't have the outlets to express those emotions. For example, my parents, they worked nonstop, and so in the cultural upbringing that I was in, we didn't really talk about our feelings, and it wasn't comfortable for me. But in that sense, I also got scared. I almost felt like I was very scared to express those emotions. Well, what ended up happening is I ended up internalizing those feelings and emotions, and throughout my life, I've been reflecting on them in the same way. So anytime these challenges presented, instead of like me taking on the challenge to remove that fear, to understand it and then remove it, I never did that. In fact, I completely avoided it my entire life. It's such a shame. It's such a shame. There's so many opportunities that I have missed because I couldn't do this, because I was so afraid to talk. I was afraid to express how I feel, what my emotions meant for me. And to be honest, I was in school, even in my college years, I was comfortable in accepting lesser grades for my work than just because I could not present something. Even though I had spent hours and hours doing this elaborate research, and even though I had what it takes to present something amazing, well, and it wasn't happening because, one, I would dip out on class time when it was time to present, or I would freeze completely, and it was very difficult for me. It was very difficult for me, and I laugh about it now because this is something so very, very difficult. And I'm so thankful that my YouTuber brought this out for me, because this is something that I should have done a long time ago, and I didn't. So thank you, and thank you all who reach out to me and try to help. I've been using this video to help me identify and release some of my deep-rooted fears. And keep in mind that I still definitely do struggle, so this video is very challenging for me. If you'd like to intensify your experience and wear white, white is the color of purity. It's also the color of equality. It'll help you tap into those energies. I personally don't really like to wear white at all. I'm a very colorful person, and I'm also an alchemist, and I like to tap into different types of energies. I use color to do that. Color is just how I express myself. There's no judgment. It's just me personally. I prefer not to wear it. Something white, it just seems very costumey, and Kundalini is light for me. And if I have to put on a costume to experience the benefits of Kundalini, then it's just a joke to me. So that is why I don't wear white. Plus, I travel a lot, so chances of me having something white are very slim to none. Most of the time, I don't even have my yoga mat, so I use what I have when I have it. So also, I know that sometimes the chanting can be a little intimidating. I myself, years ago, was very intimidated by the chanting as well. But I've also noticed that that is my ego that was kind of, you know, almost defensive about it, that I didn't really like it. But what happens though when you're chanting is that you're stimulating meridian points inside of your mouth, which is probably, in my opinion, a key, one of the biggest keys into tapping into your higher consciousness is through your mouth. We have 84 meridian points all around our teeth, and if you're stimulating them in a certain way, you can have a specific desired outcome or an effect. Okay, so for the purpose of this video, and actually for all of the videos that I do, please be aware of that and the placement of your tongue. You want to keep it up on the upper palate, right behind the meaty, fleshy part behind your teeth, and then just slightly a little bit back towards your throat. Okay, so try to keep it there the entire time as we're going through these practices. Also, if you have any difficulties, if you experience any difficulties with your mind, if you're in dark thoughts, or if you're going through a dark night of the soul, then please, your safety point at that point is focus. Keep focus, your eye and mental focus on the tip of your tongue. At the tip of your nose. Keep your eyes there. It'll eliminate any negative or dark thoughts that you may experience. Okay, so let's tune in with the Adi mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to the infinite creative consciousness, and I bow to the wisdom within. Okay. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Contract your sex organs, pull them up and in, and hold them there. Squeeze as tight as you can. Good. Release. The first posture that we're going to do is standing cat-cows. If you're familiar with yoga, it's the same as in a standard cat-cow, except we're going to be doing this standing up. We're only here for 7 minutes. All the postures are very timed in this video, but please try not to focus so much on the time and focus more on going through with the movements, because your mind it will not want to do. It will not want to do knowing how long you have to be in certain pose. So I'll try not to say exactly how long we have to do them for, but just to keep you aware. So let's get started. So the first pose, we're going to stand up. So we're going to hip hinge forward, completely straight. Keep your legs completely straight and place your hands either behind the back of your knees, or if you can go further down, on your ankles. Okay, so whatever is comfortable. And if you can't do this position, then please just mentally pretend, not pretend necessarily, but visualize that you're doing it. Okay, it has a similar effect. Okay, this is going to stimulate the liver and it might make you nauseous. So inhale and flex the spine downwards and arch your neck up. And exhale and curl forward, lift your spine up and bring your chin, neck into your chest. stand your legs completely straight as you do this. You're waking up your spine. Come to neutral spine, and from here we're going to do torso twist. Place your hands on your hips, and you're going to swing forward, circulating around. So inhale to the left, your left, and exhale right. Okay. And you want to do this very rapidly and to your breathing rhythm. Okay, push through this. Doing this stimulates your liver and your spleen, so it might make you feel nauseous. What's happening is it's stimulating all the toxins out of your liver out into your bloodstream, and it's rejuvenating. So that is why you might feel nauseous. Please keep pushing through. If you need to take a break, that's fine. Try to get back into it as fast and as rapidly as you can. more seconds. Inhale, come to center. Good. Stand up and release. For this next posture, we'll be seated down in easy pose, so make your way down. This posture is called torso turn. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick our arms straight out in front of us. We're going to place our fists in a position as if though we're grabbing a steering wheel, but our thumbs, we're going to connect it at the bottom, at the mound of the Mercury. This is great for communication. There's a meridian point right there that stimulates communication, aids in the release of fears. Bring them in like we're holding a steering wheel. We're going to twist. We're going to inhale and twist to the left and exhale and twist to the right. Make sure your neck is rotating with your shoulders. This pumps and releases blood into your brain. Okay? We want to do this as rapidly and rhythmically as possible. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Here we go. Inhale and come to center. And release. This next posture is called extended arm wave. So we're going to lift our hands up into 60-degree angle. And we're going to open and close our hands as rapidly as possible. You want to bring your fingers all the way to touch the bottom of the root of the palm. Okay? This helps break down deposits in the fingers, and it helps prevent arthritis. And if you have arthritis, that helps to improve it. Just breathe long and deep. Your arms are probably talking to you right now, and your ego is telling you to place them down, to quit, to walk away. Please do not fall victim to your ego. You are not your ego. You are not your thoughts. Keep pushing through. Sometimes it helps if you recite the mantra Sat Nam, truth is my identity, I am vibrating my existence. If you say this over and over, it'll help you get through your ego. It'll allow you to keep your hands up. You can do this. Do not give up. Also, you can think of this as your fear trying to push you back in. This is like your ego falling down and feeding off of your fears. This is your opportunity to break through that. You are stronger than your ego. You're stronger than your fear. Okay, 10 more seconds here. Good, stretch up. Reach, open your fingers. Extend up to the sky. Good, and release. This next posture that we're going to do is called Sideway Arm Pumps. So what we're going to do is we're going to Extend our arms out to the sides. We're going to maintain this. We're going to connect our thumbs again down on the line of the mercury and our hands into fists. Extend them out to the sides. We're going to inhale, draw in. We inhale through the mouth. Draw our hands in and extend them out as hard and as fast as possible. This is like you releasing your fear from your body. Breathe hard and powerfully, okay? You can keep your eyes closed and focused on your third eye point, or you can have them open, looking at the tip of your nose. You're inhaling through your mouth and exhaling through your mouth. Thirty more seconds here. Give it all you got. Good. Relax your hands. This next posture is called fist roll. So we're going to extend our hands forward. Keep your hands into fists. Again, keeping your thumb touching the mound of the mercury. And we're going to gently twist the fists into circular motions. So the left fist, you're going to circulate counterclockwise, and the right hand clockwise. Okay, keep your elbows straight and your fists really tight. This stimulates the meridian points underneath your breasts and releases tension there. I know it doesn't feel like it, but that is what it's doing. The area underneath your breasts, if you experience any pain underneath in this area, it translates into you being an uptight person, or it can manifest in such a way that you present as being uptight. Good. You can release your hands, bring them down to your knees. This next posture that we're going to do is called crow's pose. So what you have to do is you have to a standing position. Open your legs wide. Make sure that the soles of your feet are flat and touching the ground. Your thumbs are going to be extended and placed right in between your neck and your shoulders. This helps with fighting addictions. If you have any sort of addiction, you can do this on its own, okay? We're only here for 3 minutes. We're going to inhale and push ourselves up, and exhale and push ourselves down. So if you think of this as like you're pumping, using a pump, and you're pumping air into a tire or a bicycle or something. Essentially the same thing. So you're rising the energy and you're bringing it down, rising it and bringing it down. Okay, same concept. Okay, so let's begin. Now inhale to stand up and release. Good. Now you can sit back down into easy pose. Now we're going to work on some breath work. It's called Sitali Pranayama. This is great for regulating anger, bad moods, and bad temperament. Also, it's great if anytime you're experiencing any form of anxiety, you can do this anywhere, at any time, at any point. All you have to do is release your tongue out of your mouth, curl it up like this. And we're going to inhale through that circle of your tongue, and we're going to exhale through the nose. Okay, it's going to be long and deep. We're going to be here for 7 minutes. Okay, keep your eye and mental focus at the tip of your nose. This pranayama, you could also close your eyes and keep them up on the third eye point. If you notice any changes on your breath, or you or if you're experiencing any weird tastes in your mouth, it means that you have bad breath, and this is helping you clear that out. Good. Last 10 seconds here. Good. Now for the fun part, we're going to be dancing in place. So you're just going to extend our arms and hands above your head, and you're just going to sway freestyling. Do whatever you'd like. Okay? So just dance in place. Just keep your arms up elevated. If it becomes too, if your arms become tired and they start to ache, think of that as your fears trying to keep you down. So release yourself, free yourself. Good. Bring your hands down. And we will transition very quickly to bowing. We're going to bow forward to the count of 4. Get back up to the count of 8. And rest for the count of 9 and 10. Okay, so it looks like this. Bring your hands on your hips, or you can keep them on your knees. Okay, so it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Please join in whenever you feel ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and go at your own pace. And we're going to place it behind our neck as though we're supporting it. Okay? You can continue to sit on your heels, or you can sit in any meditative position that you would like, whatever is most comfortable for you. We're just going to sit here. Keep your mental focus on the tip of your nose or on your third eye point. This moment. You might experience some deep emotions. You might experience pain in your heart. If that is the case, it's meant to be painful. This is a moment for you to realize it. It's calling you to bring attention to it, to put a stop to it, to eliminate it, to give it the attention that it deserves. Okay? Please welcome any emotions that you may be experiencing. If you need to cry, please do so. Do not judge yourself. These are tears of realization. They're often the ones that hurt the most. And oftentimes we repress them. Please, you've worked this hard. Do not repress those emotions, but also do not cling to them. Simply be an observer to those emotions, thoughts, feelings. Okay? go ahead and release. Congratulations to making it through the end here. I'm so very much proud of you for making it this far. I encourage you to keep practicing this anytime you experience fear. I'm doing it. I've incorporated into my daily schedule, so I'm trying not to skip it out. It definitely has made a huge impact on my life, and I hope that it does the same for you, and that you can release those fears. And you don't have to live in fear. You can use your fear and transmute it into something positive, something that will elevate your spirits and bring out the best version of yourself, and allow it to give you essentially what you want out of life. Okay? So thank you so much for practicing. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Also, if you'd like to share your experience with me, I encourage that. You're more than welcome to reach out to me and share your experiences. I love to hear from you, and I love to learn from you as well. And together, this is a beautiful thing, and I'd love to share experiences. Anyway, thank you so much, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your beautiful day. Okay? I'm going to close this practice off by chanting Sat Nam 3 times. Please bring your hands to prayer. Inhale deeply. Sat